Today we are going to talk about a popular subject, fillers. Probably most of you have some idea about what fillers are. Are chemical materials which is done in the laboratories that mimics the tissues of the human body. They are used to make some parts which are depressed more full and more fresh. When people are getting older, there is a loss of soft tissue, especially in the face. The young face is full, but the old face is just deflated. When a balloon is deflated, the outer cover gets wrinkled. The face is the same. When the volume is lost, the face goes wrinkled. The best way to correct these wrinkles is to replace the volume. What can we use for the face as a volume replacement? The best material is the fat of the own body. But harvesting fat from the body is not an easy process. Mostly it's done by liposuction, and liposuction is an operation and needs an operating room. Fillers are easier to use because they are ready to inject. It's a liquid material. We just take the filler from the shelf and then the injector is ready for use, and then we just punch the skin and inject the material into the appropriate places. What kind of material inside this injector, or what does fillers made of? The most common material used in the fillers is hyaluronic acid. This hyaluronic acid is abundantly inside the body, most of the places. It's a very safe material and not a foreign material for the body. But there's a problem, because body by time may digest this hyaluronic acid. As a result, sometime later, the hyaluronic acid may completely disappear from the injected site. How long is that time? Today, up to 1 year. So every year, these fillers must be injected again and again. Are there any permanent fillers? Yes, there are. But for me, for my opinion, and most of my colleagues' opinion, they are very, very dangerous. Because if something goes wrong, we cannot remove this permanent material from the body. On the other hand, hyaluronic acid is a biocompatible material, and there is an antidote for this material. There is an enzyme which name is hyaluronidase. The hyaluronidase digests the hyaluronic acid and make it disappear. If we are not happy with the result of hyaluronic acid digestion, we can put immediately onto it or later hyaluronidase, and the injected hyaluronic acid disappears. On the other hand, there is no such a material for the permanent fillers. Most of the people thinks that fillers and botulinum toxin, that means Botox, are same things. They are completely different, and their type of action is completely different. Botulinum toxin or Botox is some kind of toxin. Poison is only stops the muscles from contracting. So we use it to stop the animation wrinkles. You know, when you are browsing or when you are raising your eyebrows, it stops.
Yeah.
On the other hand, fillers are only replace the volume. With the fillers, you can treat the hollow areas. Where are the hollow areas in the old face? They are in the lateral sides of the mantle, for example. And sometimes there are some depression in the angle of the mandible. And most frequently, there are some hollow areas just below the eyelids. That means infraorbital area. So, if we correct the hollowness of this area, most of the wrinkles around this area will disappear and the shape of the mandible would be much better. Additionally, you can correct some deep wrinkles. Where are the worst wrinkles in the face? First, in the glabellar area. Usually there are like vertical lines. The others are forehead area and they are transverse lines. And third area is lateral of the eyelids. That means crow's feet. Yeah. And also nasolabial lines. There are different names in different cultures. Nasolabial lines are these lines. And also, when people get older, there will be vertical lines just below the corners of the lips. These are called as marionette lines. What's important for the fillers? They must be reliable. If you use unknown source of fillers, which are usually cheaper, they may cause some serious disasters in the face. How can you understand which fillers are reliable? The best way is to check if this commercial filler has FDA approved. What's FDA? Federal Food and Drug Administration. So, for any kind of brand names as a filler, you have to check from the website or internet, is this brand name approved by the FDA? If it's not FDA approved, don't allow to use it in your body. That's the end of today's live conversation. Best regards from both of our team.